everything else, even down there, and your booty. So today I'm gonna talk about MEPS. MEPS is basically a military entrance processing station, and it's a process that you have to do when you want to join the military. So I want to join the Air Force, so I had to go through that process as well. Since the COVID, it's a little different but kind of the same. You still have to wear your mask and social distance, but the process is still the same. And my MEPS was in Tampa, so it's kind of far, but you could either drive up there or take a shuttle by your recruiter. I took the shuttle, which was basically like a minivan, and I was there with 5 other people. We went to Tampa. It was around an hour and a half. You arrive to a hotel. At the hotel, they take your temperature to see how you're feeling, if you're burning up or anything. And then there's a lot of waiting around. You get your liaison. They're explaining all the rules of the hotel. You basically have to stay in your room. Since the COVID, you can't really use the hotel's amenities like the pool or the gym or anything. So it's kind of boring. You get your room key. You go up to your room. You just stay in your room. You have a room to yourself, so it's kind of nice but kind of lonely. So I got my room. I just basically watched Netflix, The Walking Dead. I took a shower and just waited until dinner, which is around 6. I went down to the lobby again in the elevator, and you have to eat in your room. So you have to bring your food to your room and eat in your room, and then just watch more Netflix. And then I think I went to bed around 9 or so. I couldn't really sleep, so I didn't get that much sleep since I was worried I'd wake up late. I had to wake up around 4-ish, 3-ish. And then I set an alarm at around 3-ish to wake up at 3. Got ready, took a shower. I went down to the lobby around 4-ish. It was close to 4. I was pretty early. And then we just waited around, and then I just waited around for everybody else to come down. Since when I got down, it was around 4 or 5 other people down there already. And then we get breakfast, which was pretty good. I met some other people there too, which are pretty cool. I met a couple girls, and then they're going to the Marines or Navy. I didn't meet that much Air Force. It was a lot of Army people and Marines, I think. A couple of Navy, and then some Air Force. After you get breakfast, there's a lot of that's when people started to talk. And it wasn't that quiet anymore. You trade in your room key, and then you go into this big bus, really big one, and you put your stuff under the bus, and then they drive you to MEPS. So at MEPS, it was still dark since it was around 5 or so. We were just waiting in lines, and then they just explain the rules again at MEPS, and then they take your temperature again there. You go in, and they have this machine that checks your bags, the ones at the airport, to see what's in your bag, because I don't want any weapons or anything or tobacco. They check your bag, and then you put your bag in cubbies, and then you just hold your paperwork that your recruiter gave you, all your folders and documents your social, your license, your birth certificate, and you just hold it around. There's all these offices of all the different branches, the Air Force, Navy, Army, Marines, Coast Guard, and then you just wait by their office. They take your paperwork. They didn't bring you in to talk yet, so you wait outside their office. But after that, I think the first thing I did was, so the vision, it was I don't wear glasses, but I was basically reading the letters, which was pretty expected. But and then you do that test when they do the circles and see which one's popping out at you, and I kid you not, I didn't see any of them popping out at me, but I don't think any of them popping out at me. But the guy was look again, squint your eyes. I'm okay, I kind of see it, but I really wasn't seeing it. And then he was okay. The vision test was okay. It was normal vision test, I guess. And then after that, it was just basically putting your headphones on and listening to beeps and like I was like literally not breathing to hear the beeps. I was like, wait, it's like so faint because it starts off as really loud and then faint. I'm like, wait, did I hear it? So I just kept beeping, and then after the hearing, I couldn't really pee. I could not pee at all since I don't think I drank enough water. So I was just like drinking like 2 or 3 cups just sitting there. Like me and this other girl couldn't pee, so we just like staying next to each other like I couldn't pee and she like I couldn't either. So I did the blood test first. I still have the bruise right now too. Did the blood test and then the pee test last. And then after that you basically answer some questions from a doctor, and then after that you do like the physical examination with all the other girls, and there's probably around like I think 8 or 9 girls I was with. It could be more, it could be wrong, but you have to get naked, like not really naked, but you basically in your bra and panties, and then they want you to do these exercises just to see how your joints are. Your doctor checks your body for scars or any skin condition. I was fine. I didn't really have anything. Like I know for females they check like your breast for like any tumors. They check your teeth, your mouth, your eyes, your ears, everything else, even down there, and your booty. Same for males too. And you're always gonna get a same gender doctor as you, so you're always gonna be comfortable. So after that, it felt like a long day since like I didn't even know what time it was since they don't put clocks at MEPS. That's when you're almost done. You get to swear in. So you know, I was asking other girls like, what time is it? What time do you think it is? When you finally get to swear in, it was around the end of the day when people were getting ready to go home. I was just like in this other room where they like tell you about the oath that you're about to swear in, and it was me and 3 other people too. This other girl and 2 other guys. They just give you the rundown of like swearing in. You sign some more papers, and then you go to a different room, which is a ceremony room, and it was like all red carpet. You stand there and then they record you. Since it's COVID, you can't really have your family visit you, and you sign a paper beforehand if you want to get recorded or not, so it's your choice. So they record you, they put you on their Facebook, which is pretty nice. We all swore in. So after that you were done, and like by this time like everybody was tired. I was really tired as well. You go back to your shuttle or your car, however you got there, and you just go back home. And by this time it was around like 5 o'clock, 5 something. So I know for Air Force it's kind of different for jobs since you can't really like pick one right away. I know it's like kind of different than like all the other branches, so I'm still in the process of that. But I like physically and medically cleared MEPS, so I feel accomplished. And that was it. Thanks for watching.